Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of One Roll at a Time. I'm Juan. I'm Marty, aka Professor Marty. And today we have a really good episode. How to learn faster in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep. Everybody wants to know.
Everybody.
Do it.
How do I get that belt?
Yep.
That
Blue belt in 3 months, purple belt in 8 months,
Tell 'em.
brown belts in a year and a half,
Give it
black belt in 2 years.
2 years, Money Berg. What you got on that? That's that Tyson.
That's all sarcasm. That's all sarcasm.
That's Tyson's timeline. Let's put it right here.
Yeah.
2.5 years. Money Berg. We're going to be showing up the Abo
In a
black belt.
month and 31 days, showing up 37 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it worked. And we got screenshots to prove it.
Mhm.
It's right here.
It does.
We're not kidding. Cool. Well, these are for the normal people who aren't like Tyson.
Yep.
Going to class 37 times a month. I don't even know how that works out. But for normal mere mortals like us,
Yep.
this is what we're going to talk about today. We're breaking down how to actually get faster in jiu-jitsu without going to class 37 times a month, right?
Yep.
You can do it.
Yep.
It's not clickbait.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's possible. Yep. And we're going one step at a time, right?
Yep.
First step, learning with intention.
Yeah. Come in with something that you want to work on. This week, it's escaping side control. Next week, it's escaping mount. Week after that, it's triangle chokes. It's omoplatas. And just focus on those things for that entire week that you're in. When you're doing any open mat rolling or anything like that, just go after that. Talk to your coaches, instructors, teammates about those. Get their feedback on the different positions, how they get into it, and see if there's anything that clicks for you.
Yeah, right. And it's literally, if only there was someone who made something that would tell me what to work on that was linked in a previous episode. I want to link it to it. What is that?
The white to blue belt syllabus. It's just a list of things that we want you to work on, that we want you to be proficient in when we award you your blue belt.
Yep.
So it's just it gives you literally a map of the things that you should be working on, so you don't have to just try to fumble around and figure it out.
Yeah. Because when you train, don't come and be on autopilot. That's not going to help you.
Yeah.
Shout out to our pilot.
2 pilots.
2 pilots.
Yeah.
Man, I'm who's
we have Zach, also known as El Scott.
El Scott, aka El Scott.
El Scott. Love that guy.
Yeah.
And we also have Ricky. Helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
So Zach, commercial airline pilot, and Ricky is I think he's like a
helicopter pilot.
He's a helicopter pilot. It's the special helicopter, the stealth helicopter, something like that. Special force.
Something talking about it.
Oh yeah,
secret. All right. Well, shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't see those guys aren't autopilot. You know, they're manning it. So we want you to man your progress, right? So print out that schedule, right? Have a purpose. Be like, if I don't know what this is, don't be surprised if you ain't getting better, right? And then you know yourself the best because you already got the benefit of Professor and all the other coaches having like the moves they want to show you, so that'll add to it. But you can be realistic. There's some moves that's like, I'm doing them today. They don't really fit my style. And then also it'd be like, but this week or these next 2 weeks, I'm working on X, Y, Z.
Yep.
So have that plan. Have the intention.
Yep.
The purpose. Don't just. Some days you're gonna show up and it's just to work out. But if you want to learn and get better quickly, that's the way to do it.
Yep.
Number 2, power repetition and drilling. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that, sir?
Yeah. I'll use an example first. So we've been working on some bolos over the last couple of weeks. And I think bolos, I love them. I love to teach them. I love to watch people getting them. And if you could see from the first date that I started teaching bolos to tonight when we were doing bolos, everybody's getting them.
Yes.
Everybody's landing it. Everybody's catching it. Everybody's feeling confident about it.
Yes.
And it's because we have been coming in every week working on bolos. And now everybody has just got that muscle memory, the timing, the understanding of their body, of how to get into it. And that just comes from repetition, from doing it over and over, examining what you did right, what you did wrong. and then making sure that you make the calibrations, and then bam, you're in here tonight. I'm looking around at 18 different people doing bolos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hitting them and getting them.
And it's a move that literally, well, everyone, right? We're all in a half circle, or like even in that full circle, right? We saw you hit this, and we're like looking at each other. And you couldn't see it because you were teaching the move. But we're all glancing at each other, like, what's this guy thinking? Like, I can't do that. And literally, it's that. Like, it's the reps because, and the slow reps, it's like slow, near perfect reps. Where you're putting everything in the right place. You're putting the knee. You're grabbing the ankle, that will beat the fast, sloppy reps all day. So remember, like, especially when you're learning a new move, drill and then drill it slow, right? Because you have that saying, that world famous saying that everyone says, right? It's like, what is it? Like slow,
Smooth is slow,
slow.
or no, slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yeah. We'll put it here for you guys to remember. Take a screenshot. And that way you don't feel bad, right? Focus on the details, not on the speed.
Exactly.
It's important. The only speed you should worry about is getting better, quicker at jiu-jitsu, and that's why you're watching this podcast, right? Asking better questions, right? How do you think, what are some good questions that, people can ask themselves to improve their jiu-jitsu game and skills, or that they can ask their coaches?
I think a very important question that you should always be asking yourself and like checking in with yourself on is, what do you want to get out of your training, of your jiu-jitsu experience? And so you should be thinking about that constantly. And then it should be, do I know what my strengths and weaknesses are? And have I written that down and like taken a look at that and tried to come up with a plan to address my weaknesses or areas of opportunity, if you want to call it that, and then like how your strengths can complement those things.
And if you don't know, those are the good questions to ask.
And it's not so much just like thinking about it on your drive to work. That's helpful too. Like if you really write it down, things come to you differently when you're writing it down. You know what I mean?
Put the pen to paper.
Put the pen to paper.
Or pencils.
Whatever you feel like is the approach that you want to take. But you should be asking that, and then it should be a good question. Hey coach, what do you think is a good thing for me to be working on this month? Like, what can I focus on? I was thinking of this. What do you think? And get your instructor's feedback. Like, one thing I really appreciated was Oz, Ben, and Jason all came to me and talked to me about what they wanted to plan out for the tournament.
That's awesome.
And we broke down a plan for them to work on the tournament. I still got to get Jason's to him, but we had a good conversation about it. Got
good plan.
He's got good stuff. He's taking privates and he's doing all that stuff, and
that's a good plan right there.
That's the best plan. That's a great investment in your game. That's one way you get faster at jiu-jitsu. You're better, faster.
Nice. And that's a good one. I'm just gonna roll right into the next one. Rolling with a learning mindset. So what does that mean? How's that different than just rolling to beat Tyson?
Rolling with a learning mindset means that losing doesn't matter. Rolling with a learning mindset means that you can go after new stuff and get totally smashed and walk away from the roll really happy because you learned a lot about that new technique that you just tried. Even though you didn't get it, you learned like what didn't work and what parts almost worked and things like that. And you can make those adjustments for the next one until you are able to start getting it. So
even if I get smashed and tap and fail, I still get better.
You still get better. But believe it or not,
dang.
And that's what people are so focused on, not letting go. Happen, right? Yeah. Because it happens so much when you're brand new to jiu-jitsu that you're so focused on like finding a few things that can stop that from happening. But you gotta stay in that.
And I never thought that like jiu-jitsu is different where there's more than one way. Right?
To
do just one thing, there's like a bunch of ways. So like if you're focused on just the one way and then think you suck at it or someone's stuffing it all the time, then you're like, oh, I can't do an arm bar. But it's really like you either haven't drilled it enough, which we covered,
Yep.
or you didn't try a different way. Yeah, maybe that one way is the worst way for you.
Yep.
But if you're not asking questions, dang, let's see, it all links up together.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's one. Like, have a designated learning session.
Yep.
I mean, designating just one role, not a whole session. You could just be like,
Yeah,
this role, I'm just gonna go for different things.
yeah. Like it could be a certain person, you know,
Tyson.
like, yeah, if you're rolling with Tyson and you want to figure out a new knee on belly defense or how long you can take the shoulder pressure that he gives,
Yeah,
um, that would be him.
that is.
Waylon's got great omoplatas. I want to defend omoplatas.
Yeah,
you know?
that's on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben's got great Kimuras and great passing. You know,
Yeah.
and then
He's flying.
yeah, he's moving. Using his hip switching.
Deep end. We got his wanted poster. And his takedowns are good.
Yeah,
that's what this poster's for.
Yeah.
I'm reusing it.
Yeah.
Cool. No, yeah, that's a good one. Tracking your progress. What are the benefits, even if it's just one or two, and then ways that you've seen people track their progress?
I'm really excited when I see people writing things down and like putting, like we said earlier, pen to paper. And like today I was able to land my first triangle on, this person, and I'm going to keep working on this until I'm able to get it a few different times a week and, really build proficiency in it, because, that's something that you can come back to and you can look at your notes and remind yourself of one, the progress that you made, but then also two, as you progress in jiu-jitsu, you get diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Because at white belt, everything is so new and you're learning everything so fast. And then you go to blue and it's a little bit less. And then at purple, brown, and black, you're just not getting as much and digesting as much and processing as much as you were early on. So like writing stuff down helps you come back and remember to learn how to learn. Remind yourself how to learn in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Nice. No, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
That's a good one because like you can forget too, right? Like even a small detail, like I've seen like that, like people will write like, oh, don't forget to like scoot your butt out. And that makes the difference. I always say like, because that visual when you're teaching us about the even just I forgot the name.
The blade of your wrist.
The blade. Yeah, the blade and how depending on whatever submission you're trying, sometimes you push the blade or sometimes you rev the engine.
Yeah.
And writing that down, I would have remembered.
And when you write it, you see it.
Yeah.
Write it and you see it.
Yeah.
You see it in your mind. And that's like a rep when you write it, when you get that mental rep. So that's helpful.
Yeah. Extra reps.
Yeah.
One of them, the next one's embracing failure.
Yep. Just talking about.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
But specifically about like the taps.
Yeah. Got to tap. Tap. Don't tap to pressure.
Never.
But don't let your arm get locked out. Don't fight that omoplata.
Don't wait for it to hurt.
Yeah, don't wait for it to hurt. You're just doing damage to yourself. And telling the person that you're rolling with that they're doing it wrong and they try to crank it harder. It also gonna mess them up mentally by putting them in a position where they hurt you.
Yeah.
And it's all about more reps. The sooner you tap, the sooner you get into the next rep.
Yeah.
You get going.
It makes no sense to like hold. And I'm learning this with Tyson's world famous cranks. As soon as the crank starts, I'm tapping. Before I would be like, you ain't kidding me with this crank. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But now like, all right, you got me. So it's like that. Hey, embrace failure. Tap early and tap often.
Yeah.
Because you'll get more reps.
Yeah.
It was fair. The next one I thought was cool was training with different partners.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how can that make you learn jiu-jitsu faster?
So you're going to come in and you're going to find a few people that you really like rolling with, because you have good conversation between drills and reps and stuff like that. And it's easier,
Don't go as
don't go as hard. A good example of that is you and Tyson. So you guys drill together a lot, which I love. But like I like to see you guys work with other people only because you're less comfortable with other people.
Yeah.
And when you're less comfortable, you're more focused on the technique and less, conversing and laughing, stuff like that, which is a great thing about jujitsu,
Dang.
which is why it's not terrible to do it. But
I'm gonna cut this part off.
yeah, you just get more, when you work with less familiar people,
Yeah.
make sure that you get different body types because body composition, things like that makes a difference.
Yes.
When you're rolling with Ben, that's a totally different problem than when rolling with me. When you're rolling with Tyson, that's a totally different problem than rolling with Wayland.
Yeah.
My arms don't fit across Tyson's shoulders for a Darce the same way that they fit across
Mine.
yours, and like, so you have to start diversifying your game for different people, and that forces you to work on different stuff. It's all good. That's all good stuff for you.
Yeah. It's avoiding the comfort zone roles.
Yeah.
Right?
Get out of that. Don't let that happen.
Can't say that fast. Comfort zone roles.
Yeah.
And then new bodies, new people, different people create different problems.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't call myself out on that. Yeah, I know I'll know hey, how to escape this certain move that Tyson or someone that I roll with often does, instead of just seeing something new, right?
Yep.
And it keeps it fun too, rolling with new people.
Yeah.
So for that action, I was try to roll with at least 1 or 2 new people per week.
And it's going to be hard because you like the familiarity of rolling with people
Yeah.
And so you will have to force yourself sometimes to go and do it, but you have to do it.
And I like this action. Try someone bigger and someone smaller. I think I see that a lot too. Even with me, it's who's kind of the same size. Two things. Because even with someone smaller, you need to learn how to control your body.
Yeah.
You can't just be throwing your weight all the time.
And what's another good one that I just thought of?
Yeah.
Is for guys, you should try to roll with women.
What?
You should try to roll with women because you can't use your strength when you roll with women. You can only use your brain and technique. And that's why it's great to roll with women. Women don't have a choice because they're so rare in a school anyways that they have to roll with the guys.
Shout out the young ladies.
Which is why women get so good at jiu-jitsu so fast, because they have to be very technical.
Yes.
To deal with the superior strength and weight of the men that they're rolling with. So that works two ways. If you shut down your strength and just think and use technique when you're rolling with women, then you get really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So,
thank you. I didn't even think of that one. And yeah, you have to get technical and be very specific. This one we talked a lot about learning outside the mats, but on this it'll be just kind of even do you see any benefits in watching fights or someone who's kind of like you? Or because what I was thinking is even learning those pathways that we talked about, where you're I know you're thin. I think I sent you that Eddie Bravo. I'll be is this legit? Going through the legs and stuff. I felt that helps me just kind of obviously just see that it's there and know, but not. Do you feel that can help someone too?
I definitely do. My number one jiu-jitsu hero is Marcelo Garcia. And if you look him up, Marcelo Garcia, he won it all multiple times over and over. And he's a shorter grappler, and he's not a a ripped and jacked grappler. You know what I mean? He's a guy that walks down the street, and you would just think, if you didn't know who he was, that he's just an accountant.
Oh,
or something like that, or CPA.
Get that
something along those lines. But not as threatening as he really is. So I always gravitated. I always thought, well, I'm similar height, weight to him, so that must mean that his game is a game that I should pay attention to. And I've gotten a lot out of that, and I think that's a good approach to take. I forgot his name, but there's a Swedish guy that's competing at the Crown this weekend who's won a bunch of world championships. And I sent it to Oz because he's
was he the same?
Yeah, same size, height, all those things as Oz.
Yeah.
And he's also got long hair and a ponytail.
Oh, there you go, man.
I was like, Oz, this guy, man. Follow this guy, man.
Yeah,
you're gonna get on. And he did. He said he started researching the guy, and he saw a bunch of things that that struck him as like stuff that he should be doing as well. And
Yeah.
so
And it helps you with hope and belief when you're like, this guy, like I've seen guys with like, the guts that are like just rolling like that thing and him and Ari, and I'm like, okay, I could do it.
Yeah.
But I got rep.
Yeah.
And I gotta do steps 1 through 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Cool. No, well, again, really these things are just gonna be, we mess around for the clickbait, right? To learn super fast and get it. You're not gonna get the ABO black belt in 2.5 years, but you can try, right? But yeah, with that, it's really just like, I think what we summarize it all is like, be intentful and have a plan. I think if you have that and you follow these steps, it's gonna be undeniable progress, whether it's fast or slow. And we don't care as long as you're getting better.
Yeah. And like the plan doesn't have to be like a mind map plan. It could just be, you know what, this week I'm working shin to shin. Like I'm gonna work shin to shin entries, and sweeps, and like shin to shin entry to single leg. Like just everybody I roll with, I want to connect shin to shin first, and I'm gonna go from there and see what happens.
Yeah,
like that's a plan for the week. You can do that, and it can be much more involved than that, but that's all you really need to do.
Nice. Yeah. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you. And like that, right now, just the biggest thing is, and you're seeing it here live with our podcast, right? We're just trying to just learn and progress.
Yeah.
One podcast at a time, one roll at a time, and reach out to us. You can lean on us for help all the time. One thing that we ask for you guys is if you know someone who's either learning jujitsu or wants to learn faster, you see them frustrated and they even say, man, I'm just not progressing, right?
Yeah.
They might even say that during the roll while you're smashing them. So let them know. Even if it's mid-roll, tell them, hey, listen to the podcast, one roll at a time. It comes out on Mondays, 7 a.m., and then just try to get better every day, one roll at a time.
And watch the YouTube version. There's a bunch of good content that's added. Like a lot of like extra like pictures and stuff like that that's added. So try to watch the YouTube.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And you get to see Marty's face, and then you might even get to spot the most handsome guy in the school.
AJ.
Right here. Yeah. So thank you guys again. Remember, YouTube and Spotify, Monday, 7 a.m., one roll at a time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Nice.